All right, good morning, everybody. How are we all doing today? So we've got Bitcoin doing something. I'm currently not in any trades. I got stopped out of my trades. I'm not playing this at all. We had London kind of drop Bitcoin. Gold and silver pumped and dumped in the silver pumped and dumped in the AM, and Bitcoin was dropping. Money was flowing into silver, but you guys could see right here that we're still in the channel. So I'm not in any trades at the moment. No trades for me at the moment. It's really tough for me to say we're going to drop with that bullish divergence. But as I do have in the thumbnail, we are looking at taking out maybe Tokyo's low. I'm not sure. It's a 50-50 wild card. This market is a wild card today. We're kind of dropping, but we're not really dropping enough to say that this is going to be a for sure drop. So no trades for me at the moment. I'm sitting back waiting to see what is going to happen. Like, we dropped, but we never actually really dropped, if you guys get my drift there. Like, you did break the trend. You for sure broke the trend. The 1 hour is definitely coming down. You got money flow coming down. Your MACD is even dropping. 4 hours pointing down for another 30 minutes here. So as of right now, I'm not confident in the direction of Bitcoin, which means that probably shouldn't trade it. It looks like we're going to come down, but at the same time, if you guys look, we are above that conversion line, which is 87,217, right? So we're above the conversion line. At this moment, I'm waiting for volatility or I'm waiting for a breakout. So I wouldn't say we're bearish, but I also wouldn't say we're bullish. I would say we're ranging, waiting for something to happen. Typically, when you break a trend, you're going to drop. So I'm going to go off of that, but it looks like this could be a giant fake out too. Let's look at our liquidity gaps here and see if we can find anything with Bitcoin that suggests that we're going to go up or down. We're bouncing off the conversion line. Okay, that's one thing. We broke our equilibrium. That is another. We have a weak discount low here at 86K. Yeah, there's no direction at the moment, guys. Honestly, what Bitcoin would need to do is break this little downtrend channel that it is in, come outside of the channel, and then pump. That is what I'd be looking for. Otherwise, we're 50-50. 50-50. Sometimes it is better not to trade. Thomas, how you doing? Argyle, how you doing? Glasshopper. I went out of gold and BTC just to be on the safe side. Yeah, there's a lot of volatility right now. Even if you look at the VIX, that is just in the last hour for the S&P, the VIX, the volatility. Literally pump and dump with the VIX. So there's Fed meetings going on today as well too, guys. We'll see what happens here. There's a possibility we do take out Tokyo's low, and Tokyo's low is 86K. Maybe we pump up to 88.3 one more time. I'm not sure. I'm 50-50, okay? So if you guys are trading Bitcoin, it looks like we're ranging above the conversion line right now, and that's kind of what I would go with. Other than that, let's look at XRP here. I think XRP faked out. We're not necessarily bearish. I know we're in the MACD, but on the daily. But XRP is definitely faking out here. So, or it looks like it's trying to fake out, which means that potentially XRP could come back down here and double bottom. We do have a fair value gap though, which is real nice. So we have a 4-hour fair value gap. XRP would be a better trade than Bitcoin at the moment for me, because you pumped, you're bouncing off this fair value gap. Hopefully you're ranging right here. Yeah, I was in a Bitcoin short. I got out of my short, and now I'm just waiting on the market to decide if I want to open a long or a short. Really, this 4 hours is going to decide what I do. I think I'm leaning towards short or long at the fair value gap. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, which is really, I'm thinking to wait till the market bottoms here, whatever it wants to do, and then I will probably go long, high leverage long. So this could be your channel here too, because there was a wick. If we go from here, we could draw this as a channel, and then hypothetically you could come back to the London low. I mean, this low right here around 86.1. I think we come down and double bottom around 86.1 to take out that Tokyo low. It's very possible. I put it on my thumbnail this morning, guys. But again, we don't have enough data. We broke the trend, right? We did break the trend, but we don't have enough data right now to say we're for sure going to take out Tokyo's low. But here's the thumbnail. So if we break this, there's a possibility. And if you look at your 15-minute time frame here, not much is saying anything on the 15-minute. You do have some resistance here on your RSI, which is obviously why we dropped. So we would have to break this resistance on our RSI if we're going to continue going up. We tried to break up, we didn't. And now you can see the 1 hour is dropping, maybe for some bullish divergence. So you got that 27 minutes left here. Morning piece, you got anything good lined up trade-wise? Not really. Maybe looking at XRP. This is a no trading zone for me at the moment because I've got conflicting indicators. My MACD is crossed my 4 hour with major bullish divergence in my 18-hour time frame. My lower indicators are dropping, but are oversold and are ranging. So I don't. And then my 1 hour is dropping here for another 26 minutes. So I have a lot of indicators conflicting saying we're going to go up, and I have a lot of indicators conflicting saying we're going to go down. We are also above that conversion line right here. So we got to see what this 4 hour candle does. Do you have an optimal setting for your channel trend deviation width of channel? No, I don't. So I just go to parallel channel and just rock it on parallel channel. I don't like how this is forming a tweezer reversal here in the 18-hour, but that could mean nothing, right? So we're just ranging, guys, waiting for a move in the market. Slack, how you doing? Just joshing you. How you doing? I appreciate you guys for joining the live. If you guys were longing, I hope you got stopped out. If you got along above that fair value gap, I hope you said stop loss and profit. I wanted to short the drop into London, but I wasn't sure. So I never traded. What does my gut say? My gut says we're going down, but my head is saying not to trade right now. So, because again, we broke a trend, right? You can't just come back inside of a trend. It doesn't work like that. However, there's a possibility, like above the trend, above this conversion line right here is bullish. Because sure, you could drop all the way down to 87 too. We're going to be live for a bit, guys, and seeing what happens here. Let's take a look at Solana. So Solana 2 is just ranging. So we have our altcoins ranging. You know what? Maybe we range for the 4 hour to be oversold, or oversold in this area right here. We look for a breakout after the 4 hours oversold. Could be a thing for sure. We could just be ranging at this fair value gap on Solana and pretty much everything else. Let me look at total 3. I want to see if total 3 broke out. Like, trust me, I want to go short, but it's 50-50. Okay, so total 3 never broke out, right? We're waiting for total 3 to break out, guys, and it never broke out. We're looking at it ranging at the fair value gap here, possibly backtesting this fair value gap. So total 3 never broke out, which means we're still in a downtrend. Bitcoin never broke out of our 90K, which means we're still in a downtrend. And I do want to look for an Aave setup here too. Aave is backtesting this fair value gap here. See if we're oversold in the 1 hour. We are oversold in the 1 hour here on Aave. 4 hours overbought again. That is a tough one. That is a really, really tough one. I'm looking for a good trade on Aave right here at that fair value gap bounce right here. Maybe a 3x or 4 or 5x trade. But we haven't broken this resistance. So we're pretty much limbo right now, guys, for everything to break. We're waiting for total 3. We're waiting for Bitcoin. So you've got a double bottom now on Bitcoin here, which is why I'm saying it could be a fake out. I need to see how this 4 hour closes, right? We haven't taken out that Tokyo low yet. So we got to see what happens. Josh, I had a trade in Pump Fund, and by some reason my stop loss didn't trigger from my app, so I added margin. But is it going up again? You had a short or a long? So Pump Fund almost hit the top of our channel, guys. We're looking good on Pump Fund. Could probably find a short close, maybe. Nope, definitely not, because we broke out already. So Pump Fund is in a huge uptrend here. And you can see that Pump Fund hit the top of the channel. You didn't break the trend. So here's the thing. The uptrend is still a thing on Pump Fund here. Your 1 hour is oversold. Your 15 minutes very, very oversold. I would say Pump Fund's going to go for another pump for sure. And I would say that pump fund's probably going to go for the top of the channel right here. So yeah, you're probably looking at pump fund hitting about right here, the top of the channel. Now, when pump fund breaks this trend, if it breaks, it will drop. But until then, we're on a pretty big uptrend on pump fund. We're back testing this 4-hour fair value gap right here. And it looks like pump fund is definitely going to skyrocket here. Even here, pump fund broke out, right? So pump fund even broke out of there. Back testing that fair value gap. 1 hour oversold, 15-minute oversold. Pump fund is definitely looking like a good setup for sure. I would say we're pretty much waiting for this. We're waiting to hit the top here, which is about 00330. So that is what I'd be looking for on pump fund. I have my 75% take profit on 0.003192. Perfect. So again, you got a fair value gap right here. And you're pretty much back testing this fair value gap on pump fund. So you're pretty much looking for it to pump to the top of the channel. Right, here's the top of the channel. You're waiting for the top of the channel. If it breaks out, great. If not, you're waiting for the top of the channel. It's very, very oversold. It has too many fair value gaps here, right? So as long as you're above this fair value gap, you're good. And you're rocking and rolling on pump fund. So I would look at it hitting here or even possibly pumping a lot further, because if you look at it, the daily is completely oversold. So there's a possibility pump fund skyrockets. If you look at right here, we could have another channel here, and it could pump to the top all the way above 03534, whatever that is. So possibility pump fund is looking really, really good after this 4-hour candle if we hold this fair value gap, right? Yeah, I would say pump fund's a good setup here for sure. You're oversold. You're just really ranging at that fair value gap, just like Bitcoin. Argyle, my gut says down, but my brain says they want to mess everybody up. Yep, for sure. Yeah, it's a wild card here, right? 4-hour candle's about to close here on Bitcoin, so we're going to see what happens. I'm going to try and get into a trade on Pump Fund, a low leverage long. If we hold this fair value gap, we're kosher here. And then I'm looking for a big pump, possibly on Pump Fund. So I'm really looking for this channel to play out. So if you guys are looking for a long, I'm going to enter a long right here on Pump Fund around, let's see, around right here, around this fair value gap, back testing this fair value gap. And I'm looking at taking profit on Pump Fund around right here, 003513 in that area. So I'm longing here on a 3x long, by the way. And then I'm looking at taking profit at the top there on that Pump Fund trade. 3x, nothing crazy. There we go. So if my channel lines up here, it does. That means that we should hit the top of the channel, and that is going to be about 003 462. All right, so that is my setup right now, which is Pump Fund, because Pump Fund is playing the channel. As long as it doesn't break this fair value gap, you're good. And you already broke out, right? So this thing could absolutely skyrocket and even break the channel on that breakout. Very big possibility. Look at that daily. That daily on Pump Fund is rocking and rolling. This thing's going to pump. Non-financial advice. So I'm in my long on Pump Fund. And I'm pretty much going to let this thing do its thing and go from there. All right, back to Bitcoin. Back to Bitcoin. What does that mean if Bitcoin or other crypto ranges outside of the channel 12 Supreme Rabbit? It normally means it's manipulation. So it normally means there's going to be it is dropping, and then typically it's going to pump. And Pump Fund is pumping right now, guys. So if you got in the Pump Fund trade, you're in profit already. Huge candle coming up here on Pump Fund. And we're looking at about 0.003. I'm just making sure everything's set up here on my end. 460. Yeah. Looks like the market is going to recover, guys. So we had a bit of manipulation there into New York. New York is about to close here, and with that manipulation, Bitcoin is obviously looking at pumping. We do need to break out of this right here. I did put the thumbnail for Tokyo's low. I didn't say we're going to hit it 100%, but this is manipulation, right? So pump funds looking really good. That is my setup, not Bitcoin. Not trading Bitcoin right now. But if Bitcoin breaks out of right here, then we could possibly pump all the way to 90K. So if Bitcoin gets back inside of the channel, we need to redraw the channel. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to redraw pretty much everything. We're going to redraw this channel for now on Bitcoin to around here. Because keep in mind, if you guys look at Bitcoin right here, we did break out of this downtrend on the 5-minute. So that is the thing. We broke out of the downtrend on the 5-minute. And then our new channel on Bitcoin would be to about 89.6, which we have been targeting. So if you're looking at the 15-minute, we've got bullish divergence, right? But there's no fair value gaps or anything showing me that Bitcoin should be a long. I'm just really waiting on the market. Michael Chapman, how you doing, brother? We've got 10 minutes left on this close, guys. All right. Ten minutes left in this close. If you're just joining, guys, my trade of the day is going to be pump fund as of right now. So this is going to be the bottom of your channel on Bitcoin for now. And that is going to be the bounce as of right now because you can see it hit the bottom here. We're just really waiting for a move. Michael, how you doing? The trade of the day is pump because it's the only thing that seems to be looking good off of this 4-hour fair value gap here. And it's the only thing that's turning up on the 18-hour, and it's the only thing that actually broke out. And it is the only thing that this SAR is at the bottom on the daily. So, yeah, this is looking fire. Are you going to start the Twitch 24/7 live today? I absolutely am, yes. So I will be putting the particulars in the live for Twitch. So make sure you're looking at that. $15-minute oversold. Yeah, guys, it looks like we're going to recover in the market here. So if you are looking at a Bitcoin long, potentially if you're looking at a Bitcoin long, I would be longing Bitcoin around here to about 89K if you're looking at a Bitcoin long. I'm not 100% on what Bitcoin's going to do because I don't have any big fair value gap holding Bitcoin up. I just have a range, and that is really it. So no fair value gaps means that I don't really have any positive momentum holding on Bitcoin. So right now we're just really ranging, and we kind of see what happens here. But we are above that conversion line, so that is telling me that Bitcoin is going to pump. But I absolutely am going live on Twitch today. Hype. Okay, we'll take a look at Hype. And then I got to take a look at Axie Infinity too, right? Okay, so hype broke out. We never back tested the fair value gap on hype. Crazy. So hype is definitely going to possibly move up here to about 34, but for me to be bullish on hype, we need to back test this fair value gap. You can change the quality on Twitch. If you go to Twitch, you can change the quality. For those of you that says the quality is not up to par on Twitch, just go to let's see here. So you have to make sure that it is 1080p. So you want 1080p as the source. If it is not 1080p, change the quality to 1080p. It should be 1080p, not auto. But yeah, we are looking at hype hitting around, I would say 35.89. 34.50 to 35.89 on hype is what I'd be looking at. All right, guys, Pump Fund is getting ready. So that is the trade of the day. PUMP if you're not in it. Low leverage. I changed to a 5X. Okay, I was on 3X, changed to 5X. Pump Fund is absolutely getting ready to smoke the masses. Let me look at the 4 hour here. 4 hours turning right up. Beautiful. Yep, it looks like that was a bit of manipulation for Bitcoin, but we definitely are breaking out, or not breaking out, but going to pump on Bitcoin for sure. So I will let everybody know when I go live on Twitch, guys. I'm going to post it in beastlimitless.com. Yeah, this was the move right here, down to 87.5. And you're probably going to pump up to 89.6 is what I'd be looking for. Because here's the thing, guys. We broke that 5 minute, right? So the fact that we broke that 5 minute downtrend means that we kept on pushing down. We kept on pushing down. You've got a huge rounded bottom. And now it looks like Bitcoin is absolutely going to fly. So you could definitely enter along at 88. And stop loss would be just below 87.4. Or really below this fair value gap. But let's check out Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum broke out. Ethereum back tested and broke out. Yeah, Ethereum broke out. So if you guys, non-financial advice, but if you guys want to get in an Ethereum long, again, we don't have any fair value gaps, which I don't like on Bitcoin and ETH, but if you guys want to get into an Ethereum long, your stop loss would be below this fair value gap here at 28.66. So whatever your leverage has to be, 28.66 would be your stop loss or a bit lower. And essentially you're looking at Ethereum pumping up all the way to about 3,200. You have a major golden cross on Ethereum here in the 1 hour time frame. And I'd be looking for about 12% on ETH. So if ETH is getting ready, that means altcoins are basically getting ready as well, right? And there we go. Bitcoin is coming up. So you should get a pump to about 89.6 on Bitcoin, which is pretty much what we've been looking for the past couple of days if you don't break that previous low. Got to make sure this one's going good. Finish a red 4-hour fair value gap, and you're good to go. We need this to finish red. If this finishes red, you're going to get that back test right here. This would have been a real nice long, but even you could probably long pump fund, guys, because it already broke out. So it hasn't even hit the top of the 18-hour yet. Daily's about to hit the top, but it's going up. 8 hours looking fire. And daily is looking absolutely amazing on Pump Fund. Like, this is probably the best chart in crypto right now. I would say that this is the best chart in crypto right now, Pump Fund. As long as you hold this uptrend, we're good. Four hours moving up, daily 18 hours moving up. There'll be a little bit of a retrace here. There may be a little bit of a retrace on Pump Fund, but as long as you're above this 4-hour time frame, this is why I like fair value gaps, guys, because fair value gaps, if you break the fair value gap, you know you're dropping, right? So essentially, we're just waiting for some momentum to come in. And now Bitcoin is coming up. So that was it. That was the manipulation right there. That was redrawing the channel. And now you could pretty much see Bitcoin should pump all the way to about 89,600 in that region right there. But before we talk about Bitcoin pumping to that region, we need to look at the resistance. And right now, that is pretty heavy resistance right here. So Bitcoin will not do anything until it breaks out of this RSI. Okay. Once it breaks out of this RSI, guys, you are absolutely going to fly all the way up to that target. I want to look at one thing on Pump Fund here on my liquidity gaps. Yeah, we're dropping a bit, but yeah, we got more room to move up on the top of the channel here. What I could pretty much see Bitcoin doing, guys, is playing fun and games right now. Bitcoin is all about fun and games. You've got a fair value gap here on the 1-hour time frame, which is really good. So remember I said 15-minute time frame. So remember I said fair value gaps. Well, essentially Bitcoin has to close above this fair value gap. So what might happen is we might get a little pump, a retrace down to 87.9, and then a skyrocket pump back up. And it looks like Pump Fund will follow Bitcoin because I believe Pump Fund has been following Bitcoin. It has been running when Bitcoin was running too. A little bit difficult to time the market and see what the market is doing, guys. But overall, we're looking fairly good. I want to see what Aave is doing because I know Aave is on my trade radar here. Yeah, so once Aave breaks out of this, guys, long all day, all right? 88,250, there we go. Bitcoin is rolling. So if you look at Bitcoin, I mean, Aave, guys, you're waiting for this high to break here, this resistance. And then once you get this resistance to break, Aave is absolutely going to pop all the way up to 170. So make sure you guys set an alert right here. You're looking for a big move on Aave, big move. So Bitcoin is absolutely pumping. We haven't broken out yet. We're definitely about to, though, for sure. I hope you guys like these lives. I hope you like these live trading sessions, guys. Doing my best to time the market as much as possible. But the market is the market, and the market is going to do what the market is going to do. I want to see what total 3, if it is close to breaking out. All right, so total 3 did break out of the 15-minute time frame here. Total 3 is absolutely ripping. Bitcoin is absolutely ripping. Look at Bitcoin, guys, ripping. Absolutely moonshotting here. Literally, total 3 is about to break out too. So we did not take out the Tokyo low. And I could pretty much see total 3 pumping all the way to 897. So once we break out of this, guys, altcoins are going to absolutely run. A lot of altcoins are going to pop. Yep, Bitcoin is flying, guys. Bitcoin is running. Boom, right there, all the way to about 89.6, which pretty much was our target. Did we break that 15-minute? We did. So that 15-minute is breaking out here, right? That 5-minute already back tested. You're looking about 89.5. Yeah, you're gonna have a pretty nice pump here on Bitcoin. We can see the 1 hour is oversold. We can also see we're forming. We're bouncing off of a trend right here, which is good. Let's see if pump fund's rolling with it. Not really. It's trying to. You are moving up on the 4-hour time frame, though. That is good. 18 hours moving up. You're kind of chilling at that 4-hour fair value gap. If pump fund breaks that fair value gap, I'm going to be out of the trade for sure. But that's why I do low leverage. We are 30-minute oversold, 15-minute oversold. So we got to wait to see what happens with this one. It is kind of just in limbo right now, as is the whole market. We're just really waiting for Bitcoin to do something. We're waiting for total 3 to do something. We did break it, or we are breaking it, but we need to actually get a close above on the 15-minute time frame, right? All right, guys, hit that like button, smash that like button. Let's run up the YouTube live. I appreciate everybody for joining the New York session live today. Little bit of a mind game between New York. New York is playing mind games all day. Probably better to wait until New York ends and get into trades. Not necessarily, because Bitcoin is flying right now, and I mean flying. So you're pretty much looking at Bitcoin hitting the top here, which is that 89.6 region. Your SAR is at the bottom already. You're looking pretty good here on Bitcoin. We're just really waiting for our altcoins, guys. If our altcoins could catch up, we're looking really, really good. And our altcoins are getting pretty close to catching up. Josh, did London manipulate, or was that just distribution? Great question. That was distribution. New York manipulated. I was looking at it being a manipulation because it took out Tokyo's low, but New York manipulated. So, yeah, I would say so. New York manipulated here and London distributed. It's pretty crazy that London came to the bottom of the channel and just was ranging there. New York kind of did the same thing, but we're oversold in the 1 hour time frame. It was kind of easy to see that New York was going to pump. The only thing I didn't like was that MACD dropping and the 4 hour dropping. That's what I didn't like, but we ultimately did break out. So we're looking pretty good there. And then you've just got pump fund ranging at the fair value gap, guys. So we're just ranging at the fair value gap here. Nothing to it. Nothing really happening. You've got an 18-hour close coming up on Bitcoin and pump fund. But guys, this broke out. So ultimately, you could have a really big pump on pump fund. No joke. Like a big, big pump. You could possibly have a pump of 400%, possibly, if we break outside of this channel. But we need to break outside this channel, right? So pretty much going from that low to right here, to right here in this range, and then you're looking at this skyrocketing. One of the best trades in crypto at the moment is pump fund, and then probably hype. Hype is looking very, very good, guys, as well. And I believe Pepe was looking fire too. If we look at Pepe here, Yeah, Pepe's got an SAR cross, so Pepe's about to break too. And if Pepe breaks this resistance right here, guys, you're going to get a big pump on Pepe. Do I really think this is coming down to 87,900 before it goes back up? 87,900. Did I say 87,900? I did not mean to say that. I meant 89,900. If I said 87,900, that was a mistake. 89,900. Not 87, 89,900. We already broke out. We're waiting for the breakout right here. Ultimately, we're just waiting for this to break right here on your RSI. It looks like we're about to break. We haven't yet. We haven't broken out yet. We're rejecting that 15-minute, but we do got fair value gaps all day forming here on the 15-minute time frame. So that is a plus. New York is all about manipulation right now, guys. All about manipulation. All right. I hope everyone has a great day, guys. We're going to end the live there. We found a good trade on Pump Fund. We're looking at a good trade on Aave. Bitcoin's obviously a good trade. And we are going to just wait for the market to do what the market is going to do. We're going to do a London live today at 1 a.m. CST, guys. And I will be putting out the information of what I will be doing for the 24-hour live on Twitch. Fair value gaps, newbie trader talk. Okay, I've been trading for 10 years. How about order blocks? How about equilibriums? How about breakup structures? How about weak lows? How about spin points? All that stuff. Fair value gaps are basically market makers setting order blocks. And by the way, my win rate's a 95%. So I don't know. So if we look at our liquidity gaps here, guys, on Bitcoin, we are going to target this high right here, but it does look like this is going to break out of the downtrend, to be honest. We'll have to see. Oh, I said it was going to come down on the fair value gap. I got it. So no, I would there's a possibility, but now it just created another fair value gap right here. So I see Bitcoin kind of chilling in this fair value gap off of a retrace and then a continuation back up. Yeah, that's pretty much what I see happening. We could come down to 87.5, but anywhere in this area, as long as you're above this channel now, then Bitcoin's a good long. If you break this channel, then you're definitely going to drop, but you're oversold on your 1 hour time frame, right? And your 4 hour bullish dive with your MACD is going right up, and it is almost also into the zero line, above the zero line, which is the bullish breakout. But my top trade is not Bitcoin, guys. It is Pump Fund. Pump Fund is my play. All right, that is it. And I normally have not been trading altcoins, but this thing is probably going to moonshot. Big possibility this moonshots and pumps a lot. All right, that is what I got for everybody today. I hope you guys have a great day. We looked at some top trades here. Oh, and the daily is completely oversold on Bitcoin, guys, which is another reason that Bitcoin's going to pop. But I still don't like how we haven't taken out that Tokyo low at 86. Will it happen? I'm not sure. As of right now, we're on an uptrend. As of right now, we are absolutely pumping. Okay. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you on the London session live. If you're new to the channel, guys, make sure you join our app, beastlimitless.com. Let's find it here. There we go. beastlimitless.com. I post trade setups and stuff like that. Make sure you guys go in the pack chat. A lot of people are posting charts. Make sure you guys go on the wins. It is completely free. I don't want money from you. Okay, this was my previous Bitcoin trade. And now we're just rocking and rolling, waiting for pump fund and waiting for Bitcoin to hit the top. Have a great day, guys. We'll talk to you tonight on the London session live at 1 a.m. CST.